What's up, friends? My name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. Let me turn that down. Thanks for coming. If you came over from Joshua Bardwell's channel, it's your first time here, welcome. There's some buttons down here that you can click if you'd like. If not, that's okay too. I've got a website, CiottiFPV.com. It's going to push you over to my link tree with about 1 million ways to support me if you want me to keep doing this full time. Been giving it a shot since I got laid off at the beginning of the pandemic, and we're sort of making it work, maybe. It needs to grow some more. We're doing giveaways tonight. We're doing some TPU Repair. I just took for granted the fact that everybody knows you can just melt TPU with like a lighter or a torch. But not everybody knew that. So I'm going to show you guys how I do it. And if you don't have a 3D printer, you're going to love it, because then you can just repair your own shit. In the chat, we've got 661FPV, Aaron FPV, A-Dog, Sage, Alec, dimLit, Dvornik, BeepTube, BeepTube, Big Willie, Blizzard FPV, Brian Foster, Caustic FPV, Chris Croft, Chris Mel, Daryl Hickman, David Trudeau, Del Squacho, Dreams Dot, E Doc, Eric Eric, Fenbot, Flying Ram, FPV Goose, Frank Nichols, Free Range Chicken, Geo Fairbanks, Griffin FPV, Huff 19, JB Rocket, Jonathan Stieber. Hold on a second. Is the mic working? I was just making sure the mic wasn't working. Fenbot, Flying Ram, FPV Goose, Frank Nicholas, Free Range Chicken, Geo Fairbanks, Go-Kart Mozart, Griffin FPV, Huff 19, JB Rocket, Jonathan Stieber, Carbon Cage, Karma, Ken Hill, License to Drive, Mark Kunoff, Marley Lepo, Metal Dirt, Skin OCD, FPV, Pandemic Pilot, Pat Clevenger, Paul MC, Random FPV, Richard Rimmy, Tim Ripper FPV, Scarecrow is here. What's up, JR? Schnoids, Solo, Stock Racing Club, T-Bird, Twisted Skies. Jeez. I feel like I got better at that for a while, and now I'm getting worse. But, you know, that's okay. In the chat, if you'd like me to read your chat comment, you can do two things. If you want to support me and help me get health insurance, you can do a super chat. I will read your super chat absolutely no matter what. You can also just type CiottiFPV. Don't put a space in between, CiottiFPV. When you type that into the chat and send that message, your message will show up in orange for me. And I try really hard to read all of the orange stuff. So do it and I'll read it and we'll talk about it. If you see somebody else ask a really good question and forget to tag me, do me a favor and tag me, because I literally only read the chat comments that are highlighted orange or super chats. So yeah, let's dig in. What giveaways tonight are going to be at 10:30. So you've got 22 minutes if you want to get in on 3 of the 4 giveaways. The 4th giveaway is super chat based, so anybody can get into it. The first 3 giveaways are Patreon based, as a way of giving back to the patrons that support the shit out of me. And it's set up where there's a specific giveaway for Tiny Whoop and Tiny Whoop and toothpick parts. There's another giveaway for 3-inch micro brushless parts like Acrobrat, Cinewhoop kind of stuff, and then there's a third tier for 5-inch parts. This way, if you only fly 5-inch, you can be entered into giveaways for only 5-inch stuff. The different tiers are there on the Patreon page. You can get there by just going to CiottiFPV.com, and then there's a Patreon link, or if you scroll down, it's there as well. Yeah, if you join the Patreon right now, you'll be able to get in on tonight's giveaways. Just do me a favor. If you join the Patreon right now, go into the chat when you're done joining, tag me, and say, hey, I just joined the Patreon, and I went on the $10 tier, because I want to make absolutely sure that I put you on the wheel. Sometimes Patreon lags behind a little bit. I'm going to do a new thing. I want to try to get at least 1 new patron on every single stream from now on. So the incentive is, I don't know if this is actual incentive, but maybe it'll be cool. If you're the first person to join Patreon, to join my Patreon on any stream, this is where my monitor is over here, you'll get a shout out. I've got my email opened, and Patreon sends me an email when a new patron comes in, and yeah, I'll say your name, and then you'll smile, because when somebody else says your name on a live stream in front of 100-ish people, it feels good for some reason. I've been there. I'm a fan of a whole shitload of streamers, and I love it. I've based my career around it. All right, what's going on in the chat? Who's been tagging me? Nobody. What's happening? Is the chat not working? Oh, there it is. Wow, you guys didn't tag me for a while in the chat. Carbon Cage tagged me first. He said, what's up? Blizzard FPV, Solo FPV. T-Bird says, what's up? I'm not going to make it long. Headed into it. Oh, God, 4 a.m. Big Willie says, that was sick inverted yaw spin over that tree in the beginning. Thank you, brother. That was today. That was me flying like 3 hours ago. I hope you guys appreciate that, because it was fucking cold. Like, I went out to drop stuff for you guys off at the post office, and on my way back I had a few batteries charged, and I really wanted to test these Newbie Drone Flow 2306.5s. So I went to my church spot, mega church spot that's always empty, and I got out of the car, and I went, nope. and because it was like so gray out. It was like the ugliest day ever. And I don't really love flying that spot. It's just always empty. So I said, okay. I got back in the car. I blasted the heat. And I said, if I can find a better spot than this, I will fly. And I went around the corner and I found I found that spot that you guys just saw. And I said, okay, there's a building. It's a little bit more interesting. I'll suck it up and have some fun while freezing my nipples off. What else is going on in the chat here? Ken Hill says, nice flying. Thank you, Ken. Twisted Skies says, what's up? FPV Goose says, how do I know what you are? I plugged in my VTX. It's an iFlight Success F4. You just have to look at it. You just have to look at what pad you soldered up, excuse me, the VTX's smart audio / telemetry wire / data wire to, and then you need to find that in the ports tab. If it's a rig that you bought, I would check the product page. In theory, on the product page, I would hope they would tell you that kind of thing. Caustic FPV, OCD FPV, Ripper FPV all tagged me. Pandemic Pilot with $2 Canadian. He says number 2 for 6-hour time killer. Pandemic Pilot just dropped the deuce. That's what it's called around here because I'm a child. I'm a 39-year-old child. Yeah, donate $2, and if I remember, I'll say that you've dropped the deuce. What's going on with my email? Did I get an email yet? Is anybody getting a shout out yet that joined the Patreon page? Let's see. Present picture. Sebastian edited his pledge from $3 to $5. Sebastian wants to get in on tonight's giveaways. He didn't join, but he gets... Oh, there it is! Dave Lissy just joined. $10 patron. Dave, thank you, brother. David Lissy is the winner of the night. I don't know. He wins a shout out. Thank you, Dave. Super cool of you. Welcome to the collective. Welcome to the madness. Speaking of the Patreon page, let me show it to you guys real quick because it's so fancy. You know, it's not really all that fancy. I don't know. Check this out. So this is when you go to CiottiFPV.com. It drives here to my link tree. Check this. Look at all these affiliate buttons. I heard that if you just like hold the command button on your keyboard and just go and like click all those, right? Word on the street is those will all open and it'll dump my affiliate info into each one of those websites, so that the next time you do an order, you won't even have to think about it. You'll just your boy Ciotti will get some love. So you could do that. You could like send the Amazon link to like your whole family and like your like an email list of like 1,000 people and be like, yo, click on this. And they would all click on it. Don't do that. It's probably illegal to do that. Here's the Patreon page. Look at all this good shit. Here's the trick with the Patreon page is to scroll down a lot. The top of the Patreon page gets sort of inundated with live stream links, which I'm considering going in and deleting. Oh, thank God. Whew. 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 I thought it was going to go away, and then I'd be forever wondering when it was going to come back. Yeah, that's the trick, is just to scroll like crazy. There's all kinds of good stuff down the bottom of this page. The other trick is, if you come up to the top here, there's these things here. So if you click like Tech Talk, for example, right? This is going to pull up every single post that I've tagged with Tech Talk, and there's all kinds of good stuff. Tuning notes, tuning ideas, filtering info, D-Shot 1200 and 2400, all kinds of good stuff. So, you're welcome. You didn't ask, but... so yeah, there's some things for you guys to do. No more shilling. Now let's do real stuff. Oh, God. Random FPV didn't tag me, but of course, he said, I just supported you like a leather jockstrap, so it caught my eye. Because, again, 8-year-old brain and a 39-year-old broken-ass body. Jonathan Stieber says, watched your stream yesterday and immediately went out and grabbed my soldering iron to mess around. Thanks for the motivation. Nice, Jonathan. That's absolutely awesome. I never thought about that. That's cool. Yeah, it's cool that... Because building sucks, right? Let's just be honest. I never... It's funny, the streams, and subsequently you guys, are kind of the only motivation I have left to build. That's a terrible thing to say. Oh, God. Yeah, the majority of my motivation to build is you guys in the end. It's interesting that I did the same for Jonathan. That's super cool. Scarecrow, what up? I see him posting that little heart. Stock Racing Club says, Ciotti, what's up? Scroll. Marley Leppo with 50 Norwegian kroner. He said, he says, hey, you hairy bastard. How are you? I'm good, man. How about you? Eric, Stephanie, Mark Kunoff. Who else do we have? Frank Nicholas says, microphone is working great. Bill Grimes says, hello. Oh, yeah, Frank. I forgot. Can you guys believe that, first of all, in the most frustrating turn of events ever, I made the thumbnail way ahead of time today. I scheduled the live stream nice and early today, like a real boy. I posted it all over fucking Facebook, and then I completely forgot to post it on Patreon. I opened a tab for Patreon, and then the tab just sat here. Like, opening the tab and going to Patreon on the tab was my reminder. No. This is what I get for trying to do it ahead of time. If I just waited until the last second like a moron, and I would have been in the regular flow of things. So, yeah. Welcome to the madness that is me. What else do we have? Stock Racing Club says, hey man, why does Betaflight have a sonar sensor icon? Can I put one on my drone? Betaflight has all kinds of shit that we don't use. I assume so. I have no actual human knowledge of that, but I mean, if there's an icon there, I would assume so. Hey, Collective, who's got knowledge of the weird shit that you can put in Betaflight and or sonar? Anybody? Tag Stock Racing Club. The power of the collective right there. If I don't know, maybe somebody else will know. FPV Goose. How do I know? Oh, we got that one. Bless FPV says, you brought this on yourself. Ripper says, you look fine. Remy Tim with a $4.99 super chat. He says, happy stream, bud. Thank you, Remy Tim. How's Colorado? Things turning around a little bit? Fucking better be. You deserve a good life, my friend. Blessed FPV says, hope your back is doing better. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's like better. Like, it's been sort of like serviceable, but now it would like tweak every so often. Now it's totally fine. Thanks for the reminder. Thanks for the reminder and the positive energy. It's definitely what, actually, Joshua coming to town is what actually fixed my back. Because I wasn't willing to not go fly with him, so I had to just suck it up and just, yeah. But that morning, I just happened to wake up without back pain. It was nice. Lord FPV won the Moon Goat yesterday, and he got back to me, so... Sorry, at the end of the street, Lord FPV messaged me and he said, man, I stayed awake for 4 hours of your stream yesterday, but, so he lives in Europe, so it was like middle of the night for him. He says eventually I fell asleep, and of course then he won. But yeah, after we picked Lord, whenever anybody wins on YouTube, there's a chance that I won't be able to get in touch with them because YouTube is really terrible about you being able to talk to one another. Like for example, right? A random person that doesn't upload videos, try to talk to that person on YouTube. It's hard. The only spot is like it doesn't work well. So I always say, hey, so and so won this, but if they don't get back to me in the next month, we'll do another drawing for it to give people hope. Well, this is me smashing that hope. Sorry, guys. But we got a Moon Goat going to Lord FPV, where are you again? Romania? He's like out there. For us cheeseburger people, anything other than like Great Britain or Japan or Australia is like the middle of nowhere because, yeah, we're very spoiled. But yeah, congrats, Lord. Random FPV says, I signed up for Patreon last night. Well, yeah, you should have waited. Shout out to Random FPV for signing up for Patreon last night. Jan Grid, God damn it. He supported me and I butchered his last name. Jan Grudnicki with $2 Canadian. He says, thanks for asking my bent shaft question. That's a weird thing to come out of my mouth. Thanks for asking my bent shaft question on Joshua Bardwell. Nobody meme that. Random FPV says, my name is the same as yours, just spelled correctly. Random FPV, how did you spelled Aaron correctly, but you spelled wrong. See that? Although I think the spelling that you used, S-P-E-L-T, I think that's actually in the dictionary. So I think you can make a case for S-P-E-L-T being a real word. Bricked FPV says hello. Chris Croft says hello. Loon says hello. Big Taters says hello. What up there, Big Taters? Free Range Chicken just signed up on the $10 tier. Thank you, Free Range Chicken. I believe you're David. Okay. It looks like it's working. Patreon is like feeding me those emails tonight. Good stuff. All right. Do me a favor. Those of you who signed up on Patreon here tonight, when we do the giveaway in 8 minutes, tag me again. I'm going to rush through this chat to try to get caught up. So tag me again when we start to do the giveaway because you're going to see I'm going to have the wheels up and shit. What I need you to do is tell me your real name, though. Your YouTube names don't always correspond with your real names in that you type into Patreon. So, yeah, I just want to make absolutely sure that I get everybody on the wheels. JB Rocket FPV says hello. Zach Sylvester, when's the post office for me? Yeah, it's true. Mark Kunoff, going down to 20-degree camera angle. Like it so far. Nice, Mark. When I used to run 20 degrees, and what I would do is set the session 5 to 4x3 for the extra vertical field of view, and then in post I would crop either high or low. If I was doing slow flying, I could crop it low, but then if I really put the nose down, I'd be able to crop it up high. Because if you really put with a 20-degree GoPro mount, if you put the nose down and really start to boogie, it'll just be all grass. Like the whole frame will be grass. So that's one way to have a wider range of, you know. Double A's here. June Loco is saying what's up. Earl Bollinger with a $2 super chat. He just wants to support me. He didn't even type anything. He's like, nah, I don't need to say shit. I'm just gonna send this guy some money so that he can get health insurance and not die. Thank you, Earl. You're part of the solution. Thanks for being part of the solution. Alec Dvornik says, have the cops ever shown up when you were doing a freestyle? I don't think so. I'm not, like, I'll pull up to a spot, though, where there's like a cop, and I'll just fly it. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I mean, oh, yeah, yes. Believe it or not, I was flying the fucking Acrobrat of all things. I was flying a micro. In Charleston, the people are mind-blowingly hoity-toity and just obnoxious and vapid and yeah, I was flying this little park, and the neighbors, like, I mean, easily like 100 yards away. One of the people called the cops, and the cop walked out. He's like, "Hey, man, I don't know what the laws are about this, but like they called. Would you mind?" I was like, "It's totally fine, man. You want me to tell you what the laws are?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." And I explained to him that it's FAA airspace, and I could stay if I wanted to, and blah 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 blah. But I left because I don't want to be a dick, like when I'm sitting here in the apartment and 8-year-old children outside are screaming at the top of their lungs. I don't like it, but and if it got to the point where I called the police on those kids, I would want those kids to stop doing, right? Like, even though it's probably somebody just being an asshole, you know, I guess sometimes we're allowed to be assholes. I don't know. Maybe that person is injured and or on their deathbed, and they don't want to hear the sound of an acrobat right before they die. That got dark. Alex Dvornik says, "Oh wait, no, we got that." But yeah, I don't. My experience with the police and flying has been that. You know what? The cops have come a couple times, come to think of it. Yeah, they came here when we were flying a spot, but they thought they just saw people, and it was like an abandoned building, and they just saw people, and they wanted to make sure that we weren't, like, you know, I don't know. What's the big deal about hanging out in abandoned buildings? But yeah, those cops we got in the goggles, and they thought it was the most fantastic thing ever, and that's been my experience. Cops either don't give a shit, or they're like, "What's that? That's cool." I don't know. I don't know why. I've had weird experiences with just assholes in public, but like I've never had a bad experience with police, and you know what I mean, and drones. The police have always just been like, "I don't care what you're doing. You're not raping children, so go about your business." You know, like they're. I guess by nature of their job, they're desensitized, and they realize that something that goes doesn't fucking matter, and just shut up and live your life. I'm not salty at all about it, though. Newcom720 says, "Hey man, new Patreon member, the Baby Hawk parking lot apartment. What's up, man? What's up, Newcom?" Newcom sent me a message on Patreon. He's like, "Hey man, I've been watching you from the old days of the white Baby Hawk." I was like, oh my god, blast from the past. Nathaniel Abu for the $5 super chat. What flight controller AAO board to get for Beta FPV 85X 1105 on 3S to finally get this Cinewoop build going? Udaman, thanks for all you do. Udaman, Nathaniel, thank you for supporting me so that I can do all that I do. Get that Beta FPV board. Get the same one that I did for my 85. It's the Beta FPV. It's the only board that they've got that's 2S to 4S. Message me, I'll send it to you. But you can find it. Everybody sells it. It's completely fine. It doesn't have it's external VTX, external receiver, which is fine because you'll have the space with that. Yeah, it's fine. It works. It's not amazing, but apparently Beta FPV quality control is now better than JHE MCU. So I've shifted over to Beta FPV stuff, and it's been completely fine. Like I've had one, the 1S board wasn't great, but it worked. So yeah, just get the boring Beta FPV board and just be done with it, and you just get it up in the air. I've got that 8-hour build stream of that 85X. Slappy1 says, "What did you think of the newbie drone 2306.5? We're going to talk about that in a bit, Slappy1. Thank you for asking that. As soon as we get done with the giveaways, we're going to talk about that. And we're also going to, we'll watch a little bit more of the footage. And what I'm really excited to do is I smacked this left front one 2 times good and hard on the concrete. And it seems to be completely fine. We're going to pull the propellers off, and we're going to spin all 4 of these motors up in beta flight so that we can hear, and we can even look at the gyro values to see how this motor did with those 2 crashes. I already trust that these motors are going to be tough, which is why I bought a whole bunch of them. I'm going to be building a bunch of glides with these motors to sell to you guys. They're going to be expensive, so get those Christmas dollars ready. Probably like 400-ish, maybe a little bit more. Yeah. People told me to do it. I'm doing it. That's been 2020 for me. You guys tell me what you want, and I do it. And then you tell me what you want next, and then I do that within reason. That was the giveaway alarm. Let's see how quick I can rip through the rest of this chat. Kraka FPV is leaving. He's already sleeping. Lucky bastard. License to Drive says 39, still young then. Goddamn right. Loon FPV says, "I just had a moment where someone else in a completely unrelated Discord is also an FPV pilot." Random FPV says, I've been saving all my love for CiottiFPV in a jar. Damn, is that weird? JB Rocket FPV says, bless you. Ripper FPV says, getting shark bite into tiny trainer. Any thoughts out there? I am still waiting on a 12 centimeter. I'm still waiting on a shark bite cable that's long enough. It's the 12 centimeter one. This is the 8 centimeter one, which doesn't work for anything other than a micro. But I want to put it in a 5-inch rig. So yeah, I have no info on shark bite, unfortunately, man. Sorry. Soon. Dauntless H says, hope I'm not too late. You're not. Nothing is more fun than buying parts and pricing them together. Piecing them together. You guys that like building are freaks. You need to crash more. That's my problem. I crash so much that I have to repair constantly. Actually, I don't hate build. I do hate building. I hate building and repairing. I was about to say I don't hate building as much as I hate repairing, but I just don't like building. I think once you've done, I think the novelty of building wears off eventually. I've probably done 50 or 60 scratch builds at this point. And yeah, it's been a while since I've enjoyed one of them. I enjoy once they're together, but the process of getting them together still frustrates me for some reason, as many of you know from having watched me build and curse and scream. Boost and JDM asking about Apex 1303.6 kV motors would be an improvement over Zing 1204 4500s on a 3-inch 3S tadpole. What do you think? So you're talking about going from a 1204 to a 1303.5. Yes, for sure. You're also going up on KV, which is really good. If the higher KV is too much, it's no sweat. Just scale it down in Betaflight and the PIDs tab. Yes, that's a big improvement. I know it seems too easy to be too good to be true, but if you guys, so in this case, right, 1204, 12 tall, 4 wide, and now Boostin is going from 12 to 13 on the height, but he's going from 4 to 3 on the width. It's not a 1-to-1. It's not quite that easy, but it's almost that easy. Where like that's almost going to be an even. Yeah, it's a good swap. You can kind of do that like right up the board. Like, this is a good example. So, 1204. So 1303, very similar to 1204. Very similar to 1105. The total amount of like stator volume is pretty similar on all three of those motors. So you can swap those 3 motors onto a rig and you'll have a very similar flight experience. In my opinion, the 1303 is going to be the best flight experience because it's got the most mechanical torque, and micros really benefit from mechanical torque. Basically, all micro motors are sized a little too small right now, and we need to flatten them out and widen them. So yeah, if you have a rig that's on 1106s, you can move that to 1205s or 1304s or 1403, right? See how that works? It's a really solid, like, sort of rule of thumb. Boost and JDM is actually doing a 1303.6, so I think they're going to have a little bit more power, but on a 3-inch prop, you really want that. The smallest motor for me on a 3-inch prop is a 14, like a 1404. But I don't fly toothpicks because I crash too much. So, Caustic FPV says, hey buddy, just joined your $5 tier. Sorry I can't do more. Don't say that, Caustic. $5 is amazing. If everybody does $5, I'll be a goddamn millionaire. Think about it that way. If you guys do anything, if you guys sit here and watch the streams, it makes me feel like a fucking winner, and it's amazing. So if you do anything more than just sit here and watch the stream, it's insane, and I love every single one of you for it. Pandemic Pilot says, you get that $10 Patreon yet? Maybe. What's the name? Wow, how am I so far behind? All right, I gotta find a stopping point. CMYK FPV is here. Loon FPV says it's great, isn't perfect. Crack. There's just random. What's happening? Jan says, I think you missed my super chat, but thanks for answering my question on Joshua Bardwell's stream. I think I got it, Jan. I'm just really far behind. Hey, I found my spot. YouTube does this thing where it when I try to scroll down in the chat, it zaps me all the way to the bottom, and then I scroll back up. Brian Foster with a $5 super chat. He says, I'm glad you're making content. You do a great job. Keep it up. Would you mind timestamping your future live streams so it's easier to consume? Brian Foster, I've been trying to figure out how to accomplish that for months. Initially, I posted on the Patreon page and I said, hey, anybody that watches the streams after the fact willing to, when I say something interesting, just jot down the time code and then post them in the comments, and then I can grab those comments and put them in the description. The issue is I stream for 10 to 20 hours a week. So, I've put that time in, and then now for me to go back, I would literally have to double that, right? In order to go back and watch everything to revisit all the nonsense coming out of my face. So, what I'm actually thinking about, I'm thinking about if I can catch somebody who's just finding out about me, who, for some insane reason, has decided that they want to go back and watch all the old live streams and learn everything there is to know about micros and 5-inch and, just everything that I know, because that's kind of why I started doing these streams, is just to brain dump so that we can continue the build of micros that fly properly. And fucking pay them. The problem is I'm broke. So it's like, on one hand, it's like, well, they were going to go back and do it anyway. So, I don't know, $5 a video is probably, maybe I could afford that. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea what the solution is. Somebody on yesterday's stream said, can you just write things down in front of you when you say interesting stuff? I can try, but I don't know, my brain just doesn't work like that. These streams, I think one of the reasons that these streams are so interesting for you guys is that I just the whole fucking time, and it's it's just like watching a ticking time bomb. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know the solution. I do know that the solution is not me going back and watching myself. Not to mention that I have mental illness issues, pretty serious shit, and watching myself is not good for my mental health. I really try not to. So yeah, that would be a quick end to this stream. To me streaming, I should say, as I had a complete meltdown. But I am still thinking about it. We'll figure something out. I really wish that you guys I wish that right now you guys could comment on the video, but you can't. You can only comment on the goddamn live chat. Because if you guys could comment on the video right now, balls! You could just now grab that time code and leave a comment that says, Ciotti said balls. 38:06. But, yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There's got to be a way. Random FPV says, stick to building quads. Spelt is, in fact, the word. I had a feeling. Pandemic Pilot says, congratulations, you're not part of you're now a patron of CiottiFPV. Thank you, Pandemic Pilot, for the $2 Canadian. Creamy B FPV with a $5 super chat. He says, new here. How does the giveaway work? Hopefully by now somebody answered that, but because it's approaching sort of too late. No, you can go do it now. It's over on Patreon, CiottiFPV.com. There's a Patreon button. You go over there, $5 tier for the Tiny Whoop and Toothpick giveaways. We do giveaways every other Monday. $10 a month for the 3-inch microbrushless giveaway tier. $20 a month for the 5-inch tier. All giveaways are open to everyone. I have to say that. But it is true. Loon FPV says, just a security guard that one time at SF. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, a lot of security guards, but not many police. Okay, this is a good spot. I'm never going to get caught up on chat, but this is a good spot to pause on the chat, scroll to the bottom, and we're going to do some goddamn giveaways. B-Man FPV says, hey, AA turned 47 today? Damn! AA old! Congrats on another year of not dying, double A. Happy birthday, brother. The Pandemic Pilot says, no, it is not. No clue what we were talking about at the time. Blown cameras, their dumps are filled with airs. I love you. From Maniac FPV, David Chong says, all right, David Chong, re-ask. Let me do this. Do I tag myself? Oh, I can probably just fucking answer it. Brad Archon, do you set the motor pose, Brother Hobby VY 12. Brother Hobby VY 50. The only micro motors with, well, I mean, here's the deal. Just take the motor and count the magnets. Just count the magnets. That's all it's asking is how many magnets are in the motor. But pretty much all micro motors are 12 magnets, other than a few choice 1507s. That are 14 magnet motors, but yeah, just count the magnets, because if you get that wrong, it's not good. Airbender says, "Hey buddy, ooh, new house, damn, lucky bastard." Schnoid says, "Hoping you like the newbie drone 2306." I did. They're good. Obese Quads, yes, I want to see CiottiFPV Glide. You'll have a shot at one. Free Range Chicken says, concerning Patreon, Free Range Chicken and David Allen were the same. Awesome. I might actually be able to get caught up. I started scrolling and it actually looks like I can do it. Can you flash BL Heli 32 to ESCs that are BL Heli S? Nope. Hardware incompatibility. Yep. Huff says bench work is therapeutic to me. Yeah, Huff, that's why I build so meticulously, because if I didn't build meticulously, I would lose my mind during builds. Like, being meticulous is the only thing that makes building worth it, because it becomes sort of therapeutic, just like you said. What about 533 motor connectors? I didn't even know he was doing that. Are they just the giant XT60 looking things? Oh god, chat. It did the thing. Oh, no, we're going to do this. We got this. I am near the bottom. First time for everything, guys. Random FB says, do you need Patreon names for the wheel? Nope. I pull straight out of Patreon. Stock Racing Club says, 1303, is that a 9mm mount? It should be, but it depends. There are multiple 1303s. That is a motor size that should be 9x9. If anybody's making a 1303 with a 12x12 mount, they should be hit with a shovel. Big Tater says, have you tried to make any under 250 grams build? Yeah, most of my builds for the last 3.5 years. I assume what Big Taters is actually asking is about like a 4-inch or a 5-inch rig. I did that 4-inch build, drift video, 4-inch, called 4-inch Movement, went up a few weeks ago. So that was a 4-inch rig with Brother Hobby 2004 motors, carrying a... No, actually, in the drifting video, it was Runcam Hybrid on board. I also had it set up at the time with an Impulse RC foam wedge to carry a Session 5, and it did a damn good job carrying a Session 5. It felt exactly as you would expect. It felt like a less powerful 5-inch rig with smaller propellers. It's under 250 5-inch rig. I'm not going to do that. It's just not my thing. If I'm gonna do that, it's gonna be a 4, like a 250 gram 5-inch rig. Like, what are you gonna do with that, right? You can't, like, it's gonna be right at that 250 gram limit, so you're not even really gonna be able to carry a naked GoPro. So it's just like onboard FPV only. At which point it's a racing drone, right? Just build a racing drone. Just build a racing rig. So if I was gonna do the 250 thing, for me, again, it would be a 4-inch rig with a naked GoPro. That makes way more sense to me than trying to get 5-inch props down under 250. But that's just me. If you want like all the float in the world, like if you want to be able to fling the rig up in the air and then just like put the transmitter down, take your goggles off, and have a fucking snack while it comes down, 250 gram 5-inch all day. you're going to have a huge parachute, right? The propellers act as a big-ass parachute because they're moving wind around, right? And as it's flying through the air, there's oncoming wind, and then the propellers are moving wind around, so they literally act like a parachute. So yeah, if you've got 250 grams and a parachute as big as a house, it's going to just float forever. Yeah, that's too much float for me. CMYK says, looking forward to a 5 session, ready to level up. Did you pick a day, CMYK? Are we doing it Wednesday? CMYK jumped on to CiottiFPV.com and clicked the Fiverr button. And over on Fiverr, I've got a couple different gigs where I'll work for you guys. I will teach you how to fly better. I will edit your videos for you or talk to you about how to edit your own videos. I will, what's the third thing that I'm doing on there? Third thing is, I'll do whatever the hell you want. You go on there, there's 3 different things that I put, but if you could think of something that you want me to do for you, let me know, and I'll probably do it, because I'm desperate and hungry, uninsured. Big Tater says 5-inch. I have no idea what we were talking about at the time. Boost and JDM says, that's what I thought, a little more torque and RPM without a major hit to the flight time. 1404 would drain the 450 faster than I'd like. Anybody unlock the door? Hello? Hold on. Hold on. Here's some flying. I don't know what's happening. I have to investigate. Come on! I have absolutely no idea what that was. Maybe I'm hearing things. Come on, what? Okay. Bush. No, we got that. Pandemic Pilot says custom web page. Nope. Just forwarding the website directly to Linktree. Dauntless says balls. In response to me saying balls. Silas says, have you tried those Talon NFG 6S lipos yet? Yeah, excuse me. I have not. I didn't get any of the Talon 6Ss. I got their 1S and 2Ss. All right, Big Tater says, Tiago says you could download the automatic subtitles, has an SRT file, search for keywords, has timestamps. Could that work? That's an interesting idea. Tiago, do me a favor, remind me of that on Facebook Messenger. License to Drive says, upload an unlisted video with the title timestamps for live stream, where people can put timestamps in the comments, which you can copy afterwards, then delete it when done. So I guess it would be easier to ask you guys to just drop the timestamps in here and tag me, and then I could just really quickly copy and paste them. Right? License to Drive, I think, right? If the what you're saying has an advantage over what I just said, let me know. Random FPV just upped it to $5. I'm so close. Pandemic Pilot says you should be an auctioneer. I'm trying, man. The chat goes so fast. Dauntless H, I love it until the troubleshooting starts and smoke comes out. Yeah, that's true. Jonathan King says, I'll leave the chat here. Keeps reading chat. Love the streams. Hey, did you order the 27,000? I'm still waiting on Jesse to get back to me. I feel like I might have missed him again. He said he was going to set a set aside, but then he also said, but you can just buy them on the website, and they haven't gone in stock on the website, and he hasn't gotten back to me in a few days. So I'll just keep waiting. I know he's a super busy guy. David Chong, whoa! Thank you, David Chong. Geo Fairbanks says, I miss Ciotti saying, scroll. David Chong counted the magnets on the Brother Hobby VY 1504.5s, and it's 14. Way to go, Brother Hobby. thank you for making that a 14 magnet motor. I didn't even bother to check. That's hysterical. Awesome. Thanks for count. I'm glad that I told you to just count them, David. Alex says, upgraded $10 secret with great work. Thank you, brother. Stock Racing Club, see you tomorrow. Work at 5 a.m. Ooh, God, Stock Racing Club. Don't die. Switchflip says, yo, I just built a FPV Cycle Glide today. Do you know if it will fit a Vista? Yes, it will. A week ago, I built one for T-Bird FPV on the stream with a Vista. Scroll. Pandemic Pilot says, I mean custom page for the contests where you comment there. I'm lost, Pandemic Pilot. What are we talking about? My brain is very smooth. You have to forgive me. I'm completely lost. Yards FPV. You can throw a Stream Elements bot up in here. Put base keyword. Do giveaways. Timestamp 420. Soon I'll be able to do that, Yarbs. I'm still on OG OBS because my computer is old and moldy. At some point when I get onto a newer computer that will work with Streamlabs, I'll be able to do that. This computer is so old that Streamlabs is incompatible with the version of OS that I'm running on it. It's like a 13-year-old computer. Boost and JDM says, next 24-hour stream. I keep trying to figure out when I'm going to do them and failing because I really do have to kind of plan it out a little bit because it's a huge commitment. It's going to be before the end of the year. If on December 31st I haven't done it, I'll just fucking start streaming and I won't stop until it's been 24 hours, I guess. License to Drive says, your idea of tagging you in the chat is much more elegant and easy. Just ask people to type CiottiFPV timestamp parentheses reason. There you go. So that, I mean, we can start doing that at any time. If you guys want, tag me. It's the timestamp that you want to do is a number and then colon and then another number. That's all I need from the timestamp, and then just a little description. 52:07 Ciotti explains how to tag. Maniac FPV says, I have a buddy build a damn good PC for relatively cheap. I'm a Mac guy, Maniac FPV. Sorry. If you have a Mac guy, let me know. Dreams.fpv says, thanks for being entertaining while I fix Super Deluxe's Mavic Pro. Loon FPV says, make sure to put out a $5. Okay. Random FPV with yet another comment that I won't read. Thanks, Jeremiah. There we go. He retracted the message. Shit sticks. Okay, we're doing the goddamn giveaways now. I'm caught up on the chat. Holy shit! This might be the first time I've ever been caught up on the chat when we went into the giveaways. It only took 23 extra minutes. So, here's the deal. If you just joined Patreon, tag me right now. Everybody else, easy up on the tags for a minute while we do the giveaways, if you don't mind. Tag me right now, and with your name that you used on the Patreon page, and I'm just gonna, when I'm putting them on the wheel, I'm just gonna double check to make sure that it got in there. 661 FPV says ignored. Sorry, did I ignore something? Not on purpose, I swear. Okay, let's do it. When I put everybody on the wheel, which I'm about to do, I hop over to the Discord channel, which is one of the perks of joining the Patreon page. I can't find the logo. There it is. Come on, Discord. You can do it. Go! There it is. And on the Discord channel, there is a patron-only text channel called the Video Collective. And in the Video Collective, you can post your edits. And if you do that, there's a chance I will pick your edit while I'm putting people on the wheel. I have to put people on the wheel like right now because a bunch of you guys just joined. So that takes me a couple of minutes, and in those couple of minutes, I'm going to try to make as many of you guys as E-famous as I possibly can, which is not fucking very, but every little bit helps, right? So it's going to be B-Man FPV, it's going to be Proton to go, and I'm going to grab one more. And I'm being very lazy by doing this from newest to oldest. I know I should be going from old to new, but I tried that for a while, and it was just a nightmare. So we did those last. All right, so here's the next one. The ones that I just scrolled by, they're not like people that I don't like or anything. It's just last week I played those videos. All right, Bando Boomers, nice. So we got Lemon FPV, we've got Proton to go, and we've got B-Man FPV. They're going to get some love here tonight. I'm going to go away and come back. Be nice to them. If not, I will kill you all. B-Man FPV is first. Let me, I got to pull this over. Hold on, I got to get everything ready. I usually forget, and then... Shout out to Broken Prop Crew. They've got the coolest head straps and lanyards in the world. BrokenPropCrew.com. Check them out. I've been using their stuff for the whole time I've been flying, and it's been awesome. And it makes me smile every time because their designs are just super cool. Here you guys go. Do I have everything I need? Yeah. Okay. And... Hold on, I almost forgot. I'm not fucking around with all the copyright shit that happened a few weeks ago. I am not screwing around. I'm gonna play copyright-free music over this. Hold on a second. Almost forgot. I'm actually gonna... Hold up. I'm gonna mute all three of these real quick. Okay, cool. Hey, if you know of a good... I'm looking for better copyright-free music. If you know of a good source. It doesn't have to be free. It does have to be inexpensive, but it doesn't have to be free. Let me know. Here's some stuff. Here you guys go. Oh shit! I was just, mini golf. We just drove up to Helen in Georgia, and they had a mini golf place with a ton of Christmas lights all set up. And I thought, man, next time I come up here, my parents are down in their RV, and they're staying up by Helen. And I think next time I go up to see him at the campsite, I'm gonna bring the Whoop with the Insta360 Go and rip around the mini golf thing because it looked cool. And there was a go-kart track there too. That's super cool. That's got no-kart vibes. No-kart is a very famous abandoned go-kart track here in Atlanta. Super cool, man. Very, very cool. All right, I got stuff. Turn off this Stream Beats by Harris Heller. Alright, cool. Here we go. First thing I want to do is grab the goddamn chat. Now I'm going to have to scroll up. I'm not caught up in the chat anymore. Alright, scrolling. Here we go. Okay, so Random FPV says, Aaron Bryant, I see ya. You're on there. David L. I forgot to tell you guys to let me know which tier. There's David L. I found him. Kaimakala. Right? Did I get that right? I didn't get it right. We're searching. We're not finding. Kamikala, did you join? Are you on the at least the $5 tier? Pandemic Pilot or Joel W? No Joel there. No Joel there. Some Joel here. There he is. I got you, Joel. Wait, no. That's Joel W. Really, Patreon? Are you really... Wait, no. Pandemic Pilot or Joel W. I'm in the future. There we are. Okay, Pandemic Pilot, you're good. Darren D. You guys are all new, right? It's not just like random people saying check for me. Nope. Darren's new. Eric, I'm gonna check for you real quick. Eric A, Eric I. No, we need Eric I. Or no, it's an L. Eric L. Yeah, Ops is Eric L. Gotcha. Creamy B, I saw you in there. C-Lab says, saw his name on the last. Okay, awesome. Loon, I saw you. Alec went to the $10. Let's make sure that it worked. This is really good. So far, everybody's been on here, other than possibly one person, I think. Toxic FPV says, Nevin is a solid dude. So happy this site is live now. We just got to get the pilots to start converting over. Goddamn right. We're gonna talk about FPV Exchange when we come over to the bench. If you guys don't know what FPV Exchange is, just type it into your URL and put .com after it, and you'll be pleasantly surprised. It's an amazing website that's gonna. It's so goddamn good. B-Man says you're not even subscribed to me. I'm not subscribed to a lot of people, B-Man. It's I spend a good amount of time on YouTube out on the couch with my wife, so I really keep my subscriptions kind of narrowed down, because when we go into like subscribed for the last 24 hours, it is chaos. So don't feel bad if I'm not subscribed to you guys. It's just we use YouTube in a very specific way. Humble Bundle royalty-free mega collection for the next 24 hours or so. I checked them out, Doc. I didn't love the Frank Nicholas actually sent me the info for the Humble Bundle, and it was all right. I'm looking for stuff that's a little bit different than that. The Humble Bundle has a lot of like filmmaker kind of stuff. I'm looking for more like music video ish stuff. I'm super picky when it comes to the music that I use in my edits. Everyday FPV on YouTube, 661 says. All right. So I think I got everybody. Let's spin the damn wheels, right? That's what you guys want. That's what you guys want. All the buttons. Where am I at? Okay. Here's the Tiny Whoop and Toothpick giveaway. We're doing some good stuff tonight. We've got the newest and best Newbie Drone brushless Cockroach 75 frame. I think they're sold out now. With 2 sets of the Gem Fan 4-blade props that I snuck in there. And also a set of motors. They don't have connectors on them. I'm so sorry. You're going to have to suffer like I did and direct solder the damn things. These are Happy Model 0803 19,000 kV, which is going to be a really good match for this prop size. It's basically a 75 millimeter whoop. You really want to be on either an 803 or 0803 or an 1102. Those are really the two best motor options. This frame is drilled for the 3-bolt stator bases only, which really limits your selection. So like literally these motors right here, as well as the Happy Model 1102s, they're the only options that I've been able to find that are bigger than 0802 for a 75 millimeter whoop. So if you guys know anything else, let me know. But let's spin the wheel for these. I'm going to click the shuffle button here a whole bunch of times to move people around. And then I'm going to zoom in a little bit if you want to make sure that you're on the wheel. Here you go. You guys can rewind. So I'm just going to rip through this really quickly because you can, if you care. If you don't trust Patreon, then you can check it. Ready? Here we go. The wheel goes round. I clicked the wrong button. Okay, everything is all the things are. Baron Bass, congratulations, you won. I had the volume turned down. I didn't have it full screen. Baron Bass, I will message you on Patreon and get your info and send you some stuff, my man. Congratulations. I'm gonna write your name down on the inside of this box, because that's my little system. B-A-A-S. I don't recognize that name. I think Baron Bass might be a new patron. If so, welcome. This is how it works. You join my Patreon and you win shit. And then the money that you spent on joining the Patreon is just as if you bought yourself a little present. A present that I picked out for you. Wasn't that nice of me? Oh God. 3-inch micro brushless here. Look at your boy being all fucking a little bit organized. I got it in the shipping thing and all. We've got a little 3S set up here for an aspiring micro brushless builder. 2 of these Tattoo 3S 650 batteries and 1 Zeus board. That, from what everybody says, this is the only HGLRC product that you should be interested in. This is an all-in-one flight controller and ESC that is 20 by 20 mounted, so you can put this in most micro builds. What's really cool about this for me, and I almost kept this, but I really needed to give away for this tier today. What's really cool about this is you can put this with a really easily fit this in like any build with a RunCam hybrid or like a Caddx Tarsier. The Caddx Tarsier, for example, is a double stack board, so this is really nice for that. You could do like this and then the Caddx double stack and still clear that on like 20mm standoffs. This is a really interesting. I might end up buying one of these at some point. Probably not. HGLRC did send me some stuff. I told the story on the previous stream about how I trashed on them in some Facebook group, and their response was, "Hey, can we send you some shit?" And I was like, "Woo, putting your money where your mouth is, HGLRC. Okay, sure." So yeah, never know. We'll see. As well as a fantastic little Insta360 Go mount here, because Insta360 Go might be the solution for HD on a micro. I'm still not totally set in stone on that yet, but it's looking kind of good for the Insta360 Go. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. I am gonna remember to go full screen this time. I am gonna put my hand on the goat and spin the wheel. Who's it gonna be? I think it's going to be Edge Ted. Here it comes. Coming up for Edge Ted. It's Patrick Scott. Congratulations, Patrick Scott. You've won some things for a micro build. You're going to build a micro, and we're all going to watch. And then you're going to put pictures of it on the Discord page, or we're going to attack you physically. Cool with that? Writing the name down. Come on. Get in there. Patrick, you won an Acrobrat recently, didn't you? You did. You did. Patrick's building a Zeus Acrobrat. Damn. All right, all right, all right. You guys saw me hit the shuffle button. I hit it a whole bunch of times. I'm not in control of how randomization works. Wait, I don't even need to put this in the what am I doing? Patrick is local to me, so I don't know why I'm writing his name on that on this packaging envelope. All right, on to the 5-inch tier. Yeah, this is gonna be. I hope this goes to the right person. I really, really do. This could be the opposite of a giveaway if this goes to the wrong person. Because what it is a Caddx Vista. So I'm going to cross my fingers that this either goes to somebody that's already on DJI or somebody that was so close to the tipping point of deciding to go to DJI that this will be enough to push them over the edge. This was sent over by FPV Exchange. Huge, huge, huge shout out to Nevin from FPV Exchange for hooking me up with this and a whole bunch of other stuff for these giveaways. Speaking of, I was a... Oh, wait, no. Never mind. Thus far, everything has been stuff that I just thought I haven't given anybody shout-outs, but it's because all the giveaway stuff I've personally bought thus far tonight. Although, no, not true, not true. The Zeus came from McManus FPV. If you want to subscribe to my best friend in the whole wide world, Brad McManus, go over to McManus. See what he did there? McManus is his last name, but he went with McManus FPV. Go sub to him, because that was his Zeus. Caddx, Umagrip. Jesus, I couldn't think of the name. Ready? Better be ready. You don't have much choice, but you know. Here's the wheel. Oh wait, proof of life. Proof of life for the 5-inch tier. If you wanna check. There you go. And here comes the 5-inch tier. Here's your proof of entry. There you go. And we be spinning. Looking like Jason Crabtree. Might be Tyler. Might be Jason. It's Jason Crabtree. Congratulations, Jason. If you're in the chat, let me know if I just cost you a bunch of money. Congratulations, brother. You're going DJI. Maybe. Jason. Oh, God. Come on. Marker. Right. There we go. Jason. Crab. Treat. Next up, we've got a super chat giveaway. If for whatever reason you can't or won't get on the Patreon page, you can jump in on this super chat giveaway. I'm going to show you all the stuff that's included in 1 second. If you don't care what it is, and no matter what you want to get on the giveaway, all you got to do is a $5 super chat. $5 is going to get you on the wheel 1 time. $10 is going to get you on the wheel 2 times. Super chat, or if you don't want YouTube to take 30%, you can go to CiottiFPV.com, and there's a PayPal button. Frank Nicholas just messaged me and said, if Jason Crabtree isn't interested in the Vista, connect him with me. That's how you got to do it around here. Okay, I got Jason's name written down on that. Here it is. For the super chat giveaway. Okay, so hold on. I need to go and scroll down here. All right, here we go. Mr. Relentless and B-Man, they don't even care what it is. They trust me. They know that I'm going to make it worth their while. They've been around the block once or twice. $25 gift card on the TBS store for the Tracer line of stuff. Here's what it says. Gift card, $25 on the Tracer product line at teamblacksheep.com. Little tiny asterisk when spending $100 or more. I don't know if that means you have to buy $100 of Tracer stuff or just $100 total, but I'm throwing it in there. We've got a TBS really like nice rubber coaster thing. We've got a CL Racing F4 30x30 flight controller. This is also from McManus FPV. This is one of his favorite flight controllers, actually. He's a huge fan of CL Racing, and he's a great pilot and an awesome person, and just as sort of engineering-minded as I am. So he understands what a good electronic is. This is a Pagoda, SMA Pagoda. This is an SMA patch. And this is kind of a cool one. Menace makes this Invader patch, which is... Oh, nope, that's not the right one. This is just their regular patch. They make a patch that's specifically designed for linear antennas, and for some reason I thought that's what this one was. It's not. This is just a regular old patch, which is good. Menace makes really good stuff. This little guy is super interesting. This is the coolest little piece for your TS100. It's got XT60 input and then 2 XT60 outputs, as well as USB for charging your phone and shit, or whatever. And then it's got a voltage alarm, and I think that's it. But yeah, it's really cool because you plug this in line, and then you don't completely kill it. It just yells and screams when it hits 3.7 or 3.3 or 3.0 volts per cell. Super, super handy. You know where I use this is Whoop batteries. The little Whoop battery chargers. I can hook 2 of them up with this to a big old 4S. It's really nice. Oh, you know what? And I could hook one of the USB. Oh man, is this the last one of these? Damn. No, I think I saved one for myself. I'm going to assume that I saved one for myself. GemFan Flash 5149s, RDQ GNB 4S 525 that I have run a bunch. This battery might not be good, I'll be honest. I think it is good, though. I think the last time I flew it was fine. I don't want it because it's the only 4S high volt battery. And I just got annoyed having to like remember that this is high volt, and so yeah. And a Broken Prop Crew lanyard in the orange color. This is the last one, guys. Can you believe that? Broken Prop Crew sent such a big box of awesome shit that it took us like... Where's my little garbage can? it took us like the better part of 4 or 5 months to get through it. Huge shout out to Broken Prop Crew. That was so cool of them to send that box of goodies over. 2 more minutes. $5 super chat to get on the wheel once. $10 super chat to get on the wheel twice. Or go to CiottiFPV.com, scroll all the way down. There's a PayPal button, and you can do it there as well. I need to look over here at my emails to see what's going on with anything coming in from PayPal. Did I say Patreon a second ago? I meant to say PayPal. You can PayPal 5 or 10 to get on the wheel. Here we go. Scrolling up, seeing who did the super chats so far. Looks like the first one was Mr. Relentless. He's going to go on the wheel. And wait, no, it's this wheel. There we go. All right, Mr. Relentless is on there. Then we're going to put B-Man FPV on the wheel 2 times. And then we've got some Pandemic Pilot. He's going on there twice as well. Fuck you, Pandemic Pilot. Pandemic Pilot making fun of me because yesterday, like a complete asshole on the stream, I saw CA and out of my mouth poured Californian instead of Canadian for some reason. I did. As the words were coming out of my mouth, I was like, "No, you stupid bastard!" Wow. Like my mouth just kept like, "Ugh," and my brain was just, "No, they're all gonna laugh at you." Rightfully so, you smooth-brained bastard. Loon FPV with a $5 super chat. He says, "Come on, Lady Luck, you fickle bitch." Pandemic Pilot. I think 10 Californian dollars is the same thing as 10 Canadian dollars, which is the same thing as 5-ish American dollars, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Who else do we got? Flying Brian with a $5 super chat. He says, "I am in." Oh, respin for the tweet grips. Thank you for the reminder. I am the worst YouTuber in the world. I forgot to mention that every single giveaway that I do, TweetFPV gets in on it, and he gives away a set of his wonderful, super hyper custom skateboard grip tape material transmitter grips of doom and death and prosperity. He now has the CiottiFPV purple back in stock, which my transmitter is buried. That's the color that you want. If you don't get the purple color from him, I'll kill you and your whole family. So it's your choice. He does have other colors, but I mean, you know, I don't want to have to drive all the way out to you and hit you with a hammer. So just get the purple. But yeah, you're going to, if you win the giveaway, you're going to message tweet. You're going to say, "Hey, I won Ciotti's giveaway on December 7th. I have a Tyrannus QX7 and he threatened my life if I didn't get the purple, so I'm definitely going to get the purple." And then he'll send you a free set of grips. And even if you don't think you're going to like the grips, you're actually going to like them, because I didn't get the skateboard transmitter grip things forever. And then when I got them, I thought, wow, you're a dum-dum. You should have gotten these a long time ago. Because they're really good. Like, it legitimately makes the transmitter easier to hold. Like, if you fly always with a lanyard, for example, and then you forget the damn thing at one point, you'll actually be able to fly. Before them, I couldn't fly without the lanyard, and now I'm just like, oh, cool. Because it like, kind of, you can grip it on your, it's just, they're great. You're going to love my nuts. And those transmitter grips. Flying Brian goes on the wheel. I see a wild Tiago next. Tiago with 51 reals, which is the same as 10 cheeseburgers. We're going to put him on there twice. Cheeseburger once, cheeseburger twice. Flying Brian wants to go on the wheel again. He is not satisfied with his single entry. He is going to sandwich Tiago. There it is. Flying Brian's on there twice. Oh, God. I did the thing. See, you guys saw it. That's the thing that it does. But it'll do that if I'm like 50 pages up, and it'll go all the way to the bottom. It's terrible. Mr. Relentless says, spin it now. As I add more and more, his chances get worse and worse. Nukem720 with a $10 super chat. He says, support and maybe I will win. So I am in ×2. He goes on there not once, but twice. Oh, God. That's not how we want to do it. Okay. So just, yeah. What's going on? There it is. Ben Warner with a $4.99 super chat. He's going on the wheel. He wants some stuff. Hey! Aber the Ham with a $9.99. He says, naughtiness is nothingness, and nothingness is godliness, and God is empty. Just like me. If you don't know what song that's from, I am very jealous that you're that young. Everybody who aches, who knows what song everybody who knows what song that is achy right now. Airbender FPV with $9.99, he's going on there twice. Jason Crabtree with a $10, he's going on there twice as well. 2 entries, please. Will this be the second time ever winning something for me when I wasn't the only one competing? We're going to find out in a minute, Jason. 1 and 2. And then we've got Pandemic Pilot with 20 Canadian, Californian dollary dues. I'm going to make sure that he's on this wheel twice. I think I only had him on there once before. Okay, awesome. Pandemic, you are on there twice. Thank you for the additional Californian dollars, socialism money. Here's some socialism for your healthcare. Okay, no more money for you. That's like $100. Much appreciated, Pandemic Pilot. You're the man. School, yeah, Caustic. I have no control over that. Caustic says your website gives me the not secure message. I don't know what Linktree is doing, man. That's a Linktree problem. But like my website is just forwarding directly to Linktree. That's a Linktree problem. That's crazy. Because Linktree is a well-known website. Oh, Aber, you ruined the surprise. You got to make them work for it, man. If they don't know that goodness. All right, entries are closed. Here, nope. PayPal. All right. Here we go. Over on PayPal, Frank Nicholas sent $10. He goes on the wheel twice. Thank you, Frank. 1 and 2. And then we've got a little bit of John Ray Love over on Patreon. He sent $5. We're putting him on the wheel once. And then we've got a little bit of John R.K. Pearson. He sent $10. He's going to go on the wheel 2 times. And now it's closed. 1 and... Wait, what? What the hell just happened? That was odd. John is on the wheel twice. Here we go. We're going to hit the shuffle button 1,000,000 times because I don't trust the randomization. And full screen. Goat. Go. Flying Brian wins. Congratulations, Flying Brian. You've won a whole bunch of stuff. Now you've got to do some work. You've got to message TweetFPV. You can message him at tweetfpv@gmail.com. Or you can just look him up on Instagram or Facebook, or he's all over the place. He's an awesome dude. He also has a fan-fucking-tastic YouTube channel. If you guys aren't subscribed to TweetFPV, you're only hurting yourself. Flying Brian, then you need to reach out to me as well. Shoot me a message if you can at CiottiFPV on either Instagram or Facebook. I do prefer Facebook, but Instagram's fine. Let me know your address. Give me some idea of what you won. Although I am going to write your name down here, which makes things much easier. Flying Brian. Congrats to everybody who won. To everybody who didn't win, I'm certain that you'll win next time. I'm fucking sure of it. Sure of it. Every single one of you. It's going to be crazy. The wheel is going to catch on fire, and it's going to pick everyone. And I'm going to be screwed, because I'm going to have to send out like 7,000 things. Thanks, everybody. You guys are terrific. You make my life livable. Strange thing to say. But, you know, a lot of that goes on here. All right. What are we doing? That was a Mark Spatz, all right. I almost forgot this. I just hit you guys with a Spatz, all right. What do you think of that? If you don't get that reference, check out UAV Tech on YouTube. That is Mark Spatz's channel. He knows more than all of us combined, and yeah, I mean, we just gotta spend as much time on his website and try to suck all that juicy knowledge out of him. What do we do now? Brian is messenger audioing me. Oh, I tried to accept it. I was gonna have him on the stream. There he is messaging me. Now he's calling me back. No, I'm not going to pick up this time. You had your chance. Oh, respin for grips. Somebody said respin for grips. I'm just going to respin for grips. Don Lads, all I do is go to Patreon and click a button that exports everybody that's active in their system on X, Y, or Z tier. So link up with Patreon and figure out what the hell, why they don't have you as active, and if and yeah, we'll work it out. Let me know how that goes. Okay, so we're pandemic. Yeah, sorry. The earlier super chats don't count. The earlier super chats are just, you know, hey, you're doing a good job. Here's some money. What are these called? Giveaway. The giveaway super chats are like specific, like, hey, I want to enter in the giveaway. Am I respinning for grips? Somebody tell me in the chat. Who won? Flying Brian? Respin for the grips. No, there it is. Perfect. Respinning for the grips. Flying Brian already has them and already loves them, so somebody else wins. Ready? Let's see who it is. It might be Flying Brian again because I didn't remove him from the wheel. Let's see. Hey! Who's it going to be? I think it's going to be Nukem. I think it's Nukem. It's Nukem! Nukem720, congratulations. Tweet FPV at gmail.com or just look Tweet FPV up on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. Shoot him a message. Tell him that you won the Super Chat giveaway on Ciotti's stream, whatever the hell the date is tonight. And tell them your name, your address, your email address for tracking, what radio you have, and that you would like Ciotti purple. And if I find out that you got any of his other colors... Alright. That was fun, guys. So fucking close, Loon says. It's true. I saw you coming down. I was like, it's not gonna make it. I'm starting to be able to predict who the wheel's gonna land on, like halfway through the spin. I was pulling for you though. All right, minimizing this until 2 weeks from now. I'm gonna scroll all the way up and see how much I missed. Oh, I didn't miss anything in the stream. Look at that. Okay, cool. Getting caught up on chat, and then we're gonna talk about the newbie drone motors. Where was I? I was right around here. Random FPV suggests Chucky Beats. I think that's who I have. I think I have Chucky Beats opened. Any of the royalty-free, copyright-free music suggestions that you guys have, if you can do me a huge favor and message me. Because it's so hard for me to remember the 7,000 awesome things that you guys say in the chat. Tiago says, did you check the copyright-free Spotify channel? I did, Tiago. There's some good stuff on there. The problem is the Spotify copyright-free channel, it's not all actually copyright-free. I've used a couple of those in the streams, and then they get flagged. So I don't trust the Spotify copyright-free channel anymore. License to Drive says, vlog no copyright. Yep, I got those guys. Alex Alec Dvornik says, no copyright sound or copy-free sounds on YouTube has some good stuff. Sounds, okay. Grab those two. Yannick G says, if you're dumb, what the fuck am I? Along for the ride with me, I guess. Don Ladd says, 5602, Ciotti catched up on the chat. Double A with a $20 super chat. God damn it, how did I not see this? He says, CiottiFPV, please double up to peeps in the giveaway. Would you... What? Double up to peeps in the giveaway. Double up to peeps in the giveaway. What's that mean? Double A, was this you trying to enter the giveaway and I left you out of the goddamn giveaway because... Double A goes on next week's giveaway twice. If that's the case, Double A, let me know. I'll get you on next week. Sorry, dude. All right, cool. So here we go. I'm at the point of the chat where now you guys can see. There everybody is. Kai Harding on there. You got me. Okay. Good. There, Tier. Hello, Pilot. What's up, Insane DIY? How are you? Pandemic Pilot says, if you twerk again, I'll throw dollars again. I'll think about it. I'll take it under consideration, Pandemic. Alex says, timestamp 67, giveaway time. Nice. This is what I'm talking about. This is the deal. Okay, so, all right. So, I mean, if you guys are going to do that, right? If I can comment, ooh, yeah. See, this is, okay. This is, I think this is how we have to, I mean, I think this is really the only way to do it. So I can leave this up. I always leave this open anyway. So I can leave it here, and then I can just do that. Every time you guys drop one in the chat, as long as you tag at CiottiFPV, I can just copy it real quick, drop it in there, and then, yeah. In theory, somebody check that for me. Somebody that's on a desktop. That when I save the changes, they go through pretty quick. See if you can click on that. See if that's a clickable. It should be. It's the correct format. Awesome. Good job, Alec. All right. And Metal Dirtskin says an ambitious person can squeeze one of those 20x20 AOs into a micro alien. It'll definitely fit a ripsqueak for absolute certain. With a Caddx Vista. Oh, Metal Dirtskin with the fucking... Wow, that's funny. We could like build almost an entire rig with the giveaways from tonight. Yeah, Metal Dirtskin knows what's up. That is true. That is very true. And then you can put an Insta360 Go on it for like. Damn it! Why did I give that fucking thing away? I'm gonna end up buying a Zeus. Damn. Thanks a lot, Metal Dirtskin. God damn it. Frank Nicholas says, if someone wins, not interested, glad to barter buy. Keen RC says, what's up? Grinding on the streams. Damn right. Tiago says, T. Don Ladd says, I'm in Tier 1 and was not on there. I think we talked about that, right, Don? Let me know what you find out from Patreon. Tiago says, this is one I'm glad I didn't win, else my wife would find you and you would have a serious accident. Jason Crabtree says, fuck yeah, I have a DJ ad. I'm also and also just broke my only 5-inch frame. Maybe throwing that on the Glide I just ordered. Jason, you won, right? You won the yeah, you did. Nice. Look at that. The goddamn, it went to somebody who's already on DJI. That's pretty cool. I was worried about that. Not worried, but I was like, ooh. Like, cool, because I kind of put myself in your guys' shoes, and I was like, man, if I won a fucking Caddx Vista right now, I would legit, like, that would probably be it. That would probably be the thing that I would need as, like, that little push. I'm going to spoil the surprise for you guys. There's another one coming up. I don't know if it'll be 2 weeks from now or a month from now, but Nevin sent 2 of those Caddx Vistas. So if you're on the $20 or $30 a month tier, maybe you'll win one in 2 weeks. I'll do it in 2 weeks. Yeah, fuck it. If you're here now, I'll spoil the surprise. 2 weeks from now, Caddx Vista will again be the 5-inch prize. There's a chance that I'll forget that. So if you're banking on that, do me a favor and remind me 2 weeks from now, because there are a couple frames in that 5-inch. I have like bags for each giveaway to keep organized. What else we got here in the chats? There's a whole bunch of super chats from awesome people that want me to not die. Frank Nicholas says, if I win, respin for the grips. Caustic FPV says, your website gives me a not secure message. Loon says, contractors' bags are expensive these days. What were we talking about? Contractor bags. And he also says, if I win, you can put my newbie Jordan board today. I could. Dude, I was actually looking for it the other day. I don't know where the hell it is, man. I didn't look everywhere. My little space here has gotten... it's a fucking mess. I'll find it. It's somewhere in here. Pandemic Pilot says, earlier super chats don't count. We talked about that. Double A says, double up 2 people. Oh, god damn it. Double A tried to do something so cool for you guys, and your boy Ciotti just fucked it all up. If you remind me, I'll do that next week. Double A, I'm sorry, dude. Thanks for the love, though, man. Much appreciated. If you want, Double A, I'll send you some stickers. Hey, stickers! Speaking of, if you go to CiottiFPV.com, one of the links there goes to Etsy for stickers and a bunch of hardware and stuff. Look at these stickers. That's perfectly sized for your goggles. That's one of the 25mm ones. There's a holographic version of it that looks unbelievably cool. That one says Nut Grabber. If you don't get that reference, just keep watching. I'll use the Nut Grabber at some point. There's Clam Man. He doesn't want you to give up. That's all I can play because I'm terrified of copyright strikes now. Sorry. If you just search Clam Man on YouTube, you'll find him. It's hysterical. There's a collective sticker. It's holographic as shit. You know you want that. Woo! Double A, yeah, let me know. I'll send you some stickers, man. There's an awesome 8-bit retro one. Kristen nailed that design. These are all designed by my beautiful wife, Kristen. She's got a little graphic design company called Ciotti Creative that she runs and just humbles the shit out of my little working for myself thing I got going on here. But she's been doing it a little longer than me, so I'll just keep telling myself that. But, you know, she's better looking and more talented. That's really why she's more successful. There you go. There's all the stickers. Look at me being a good, chilling, streaming, gangly, fucking big tooth, smooth brain bastard. Oh boy, we talk some shit on these streams, don't we? Loon FPV says, do you know if you can wire a TBS Pro 32 Nano onto the newbie drone brushless? You can not. Well, you can't get OSD into it. But, I mean, you could just wire it direct to the camera. But, yeah, there's not going to be a way to get OSD onto it. Because the newbie drone boards don't have a video out pad. So, yeah. Without OSD, but, I mean, that sucks. Yeah, I know what you're trying to do. And yeah, you're not going to be able to do it. Flying Brian says, respin for grips. Don Ladd said, okay, we talked about that. Oh my god, it did the thing. Okay, scrolling back up. Scroll. Where? Oh, there we go. Loon says, oh yeah, so close. Don Lad says, I'll do that, but it stinks. I know, Don. I every time it happens, I go in and like try to see if I can figure out what happened, but like, I mean, they don't show me any of your bill. Like, they don't want me to know any of your info. So like, I have no. I just have a screen with a list of people, and it either says active or inactive, and I just click a button that kicks out a CSV, and then I just copy and paste that CSV, and I just have the filters set to filter it on active only, because if I didn't, it would pull up everybody that's ever been on that tier, which obviously won't work. Mike Duran is here. What's up, Federico? That is our lovely Gem fan rep extraordinaire. Who's psyched up about the LED props? Gem Fan's making LED propellers, guys, if you didn't already know that. Follow Gem Fan on Instagram. They're doing a countdown. And what was it, Whoop Wednesday, I think, last week? Gem Fan does a stream, an Instagram stream every week, and that I just happened to be streaming at the same time on Whoop Wednesday last week, and they were streaming me, streaming them, streaming me, streaming them, and they gave us a little exclusive and test hovered their LED propellers that are coming out before the end of the year. They're doing a countdown and they're teasing us with the dates, but I've been assured by Federico that it's going to be, and the big man at Gem Fan, that they are going to be coming out this year. I can't wait. I don't even care. The thing that I care about most is how the hell they did it. Like, mainly, where the hell is the battery? I might not even fly them. I will fly them because it's the coolest thing in the world. But I just, at the moment, I just want to know how. Because it doesn't look like there's a battery. It didn't look like there was a battery on top. And if there's not a battery on top, where's the battery? Nukem720 says, I never went so sweet, thanks to FPV and CiottiFPV. Nukem, wait, were you the one that said that you've never won anything? I think that was somebody else. Oh, Federico says, I just bought the audio lifetime subscription for 199 USD. Yeah, what am I thinking? I should just be asking you, Federico. What are you doing for copyright? Message me. I gotta get my copyright free. You know what it is? I have to. Some of you guys may have seen the edit that I did from GMG Automotive, the tuner shop, where I flew the tiny whoop around in there with the Insta360 Go. I am gonna start doing more stuff like that, like, you know, more corporate-ish indoor flights, and it just dawned on me like a week ago. I was like, I can't put copyrighted music under this. I mean, like, obviously, but I haven't done an edit for a client in that sense yet. So yeah, I'm very picky with music, so I've just not. I'll figure it out. Pandemic Pilot says, I guess I shouldn't enter like CiottiFPV as a stripper. Yeah, Pandemic Pilot is using the super chats like this. You gotta wait. You gotta wait a minute. I guess, I don't know. Keep doing this. Everybody do this and this with the super chats. I'll have health insurance in no time. Oh shit. Flying Brian says, "Yep, timestamp is there. Awesome. That is cool. Cool. So that's the deal. Unless somebody can come up with a way for me to timestamp my own videos without having to sit and watch them, which I'm just not willing to do. Believe me, you guys don't want me to do that. Because I would close the channel within a week. It's gonna kind of have to be on you guys, because you're not gonna want me to, like, okay, from 11:51 to 12:01 we're gonna talk about, like, that's not gonna be a good stream for you guys. Like, believe me, you just want me to fucking machine gun every single thought that pours into my brain. That's what makes these streams good. That's where all the content is going to be. So it's on. It's officially on you guys. When I say or do something interesting, tag me. Drop the two numbers, the colon, and then the other two numbers of the timestamp, and you'll be famous because you won't be famous at all. Loon FPV says, bring a Clanman sticker when we hang next time with the newbie drone brushless board, and I'll buy it off you. You got to remind me. There's no way I'll remember, Loon. Sorry. Double A says, I was stoked. I won that one time. Actually, I consider CiottiFPV a friend. I consider you a friend, too, Double A. We met at, which quad camp was it? Was it the first one or was it the second? It might have been both. Was it both? No, it was only one. I forget which quad camp it was that we met. Worked next to him, his wife at Rampage, and they have my respect because they are hard workers. Thanks, dude. That's super cool of you. And that's right. Yeah, we did hang at Rampage too. Shit. Who's you guys psyched up for May Rampage next year? I'm gonna be there. I sent Drew a message already saying, "Hey, I want to help again. Let me volunteer." I'm secretly hoping. I mean, I'm my main hope is that he sees it and or replies, but my secret hope is that he'll reply back and say, "You can help, but as a pilot." You know what I mean? Or like as a personality. You want to do a micro workshop? Hey, you guys can make that happen. Come to think of it, if a bunch of you guys message Rotor Riot and or Ladrib and say, "Yo, we need to see Ciotti at Ramp," or on the Rotor Riot Facebook group, there's a post where Drew said, "Hey, Rampage is locked in for May something." If you guys reply to that post and say, "I'm not going unless CiottiFPV has a micro workshop and or flying," whatever you want, whatever you would like to see me do. Hey, whatever you would like to see me do there. License to drive timestamped 14100 Vista giveaway in two. Oh no, I'm not gonna put that in there. License to drive. That's a secret for you guys. That's a secret for the people paying attention. I'm not gonna ruin that surprise. No. I like you guys too much. I like you guys that are actually listening right now too much for that. Scroll. Pandemic Pilot says, "Good job, Ciotti's wife." Loon FPV says, "Yes, I do bring one as well." I have no idea what we're talking about. Alex says, timestamp getting caught up on chat. Federico says, "Dude, I've told you flip the clip horizontally." What were we talking about? June Loco says, "Let me in." Where are you trying to get in? Fucking it did the thing. Scrolling back up. Sons of bitches. Carbon Cage says, "How come Patreons don't get complimentary Ciotti stickers?" Shh. I've been throwing complimentary stickers in with, mainly because it would be like a gigantic mailing, and I'm just not that nice. I'll do something. How about this? I'll do something for man. See, I can't do it with everybody though. That's the deal. How about this? Everybody on Patreon. All right, I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story. One of the actually no, we don't have time. It's too late. Sorry. Story time another time. We still got to do TPU and shit like that. OCDFPV is going to bed. That sucks. He's going to miss this stuff. Hopefully he'll catch up tomorrow. Loon says, "I need the LEDs." What LEDs? Carbon Cage says, "Literally just snapped an MMCX connector." Ugh. Insider Rush Tank Mini. Ugh. Any trick to get the sleeve out without damaging the center pin? No, there are no tricks. Yeah. Apparently there's just no tricks. I haven't had it happen to me yet, but from what I've heard of that happening to people, it's like, it's just impossible to get it out of there. It's one of the things that I really don't like about MMCX. Free Range Chicken RC says, "Are those vinyl stickers or sublimation or what the hell? I'd like to understand how you make them." These are from Sticker Mule. My guess is that there's some sort of a dye sub. They don't look silk screened. they're probably some sort of a sub process. Yeah. Kristen says they are, and she works in print, so there you go. They hold up pretty good, though. I've had these on water bottles and my bag, and they've gotten the shit kicked out of them, and they held up way better than I thought. I was kind of skeptical because Sticker Mule is one of the bigger shops. I kind of had that moment where I was like, well, maybe I want to go with a small guy because I can maybe get better quality from them. You know, the whole, like, with a small shop, the owner's probably not driving a Ferrari. I doubt that the owner of Sticker Mule is driving a Ferrari. More importantly, nobody's gonna remind me of that shit? What are you guys doing? You guys used to fucking scream at me when I would forget it. Now you don't care? Jesus. People keeping me guessing. License to Drive says, have you seen the new Ishin goggles? I have not. Oh, Ishin. I like Ishin, man. They make some really, really good stuff. They make some amazing... Everything that Ishin makes on the video side is, like, shockingly good. Like, way better than it should be, I feel like. Remy Tim says we stopped caring a long time ago. Okay, we're going to do some things now that I'm caught up on chat. And then we're gonna say goodbye. FPV Exchange, there they are again. Woo! Nevin is a super cool dude. His website is fucking awesome. I absolutely love it. It's the only way that you're ever gonna get somebody to pay you $100 for a piece that doesn't cost $100 that's on your rig. Go over there and you'll understand it better. Basically, it's a marketplace for FPV stuff, but with so much more. My favorite feature is that it allows you to import everything you've ever bought, FPV-wise, from Get FPV, RDQ, Pyro Drone, into one spot, and then by default, all that stuff is marked like not for sale, but your name is in there. And those parts are under your name, and hopefully you'll put your address in there as well. So there's a record on their website that you have all of these pieces, and you're in fucking, I don't know, Atlanta, Georgia, for example, right? Like me. So if a pilot comes to Atlanta, Georgia, and blows up a very specific part, like a very specific motor, let's say, like a T-Motor F40 Pro 2 in 1600 kV maybe. If that person absolutely needs that exact motor, they can go onto FPV Exchange, search for it. It'll show them that you own one, and they can send you a message and say, hey, I'll give you $100 fucking for that motor because I am desperate. And then you can go, well, it's on my rig right now, is that okay? And then they can say, well, how about $99? And then you can say, sold! And you'll have made $70-something on that motor. Nevin has given us the opportunity to make that happen, and the least that we can do is go on there and get signed up and do the thing. Oh my God. What happened to the chat? Oh no, there we go. Boost and JDM asking me about the jumper T-Light. I am the worst person on the whole of the internet to ask about transmitters. I've had a QX7 since day one, and I don't have any plans of changing. And I don't learn anything about transmitters because I'm just selective as to what I fill my brain with. This mat was from Amazon. And if you want this exact one, message me and I'll dig up the link. This is the only purple cutting mat that I could find on Amazon that was metric, and it's pink on the other side. I can't show you, but because I have it sticky taped down. But it's pink on the other side, and it's cheeseburger measurements, and then the purple side is the metric measurements. Yeah, it's the only mat in this size that I could find with the metric stuff. So here's what happened to my BMC 3D TPU today. Because it's cold out, 'tis the season. It was like 30-something degrees. It was fucking brutal today. And I got into a couple pretty good crashes. So, yeah, this happens, especially when it's cold. TPU can let go like this. This TPU, this particular mount has been around the block. I've melted this back together a whole bunch of times. And I'm going to show you guys how I do that. The camera angle is going to be a little challenging, but I think maybe if I do it like this. So basically what you're going to do is just apply heat and then it's going to melt back together. But the trick is that you got to use gravity like to your advantage. So if I do it like this, gravity is going to want to pull the TPU down, and that's not where I want the TPU to go. I want it to go like kind of this direction. So yeah, you guys are not going to get a great, well, let's try something. Hold on, let's see. What if I just straight up put this down like this? What if I do that? Oh, look at that! Oh my god, that looks so cool with the calyx in the background. Holy shit! Ooh! Dude, I'm gonna put this camera down here. Alright, so you guys can kind of see that now, right? Get a little bit of light on there. Okay. So you can kind of sort of see it. I mean, it's just gonna melt. Like, it's not the end of the world. But what I like to do is push down on the TPU, like, I just try to give the TPU a little bit of help so that it's. But if you push down on it too hard, you're gonna put a bunch of heat in here, and you can like kind of deform it. So you just want to push down a little bit just so that it kind of closes its little face up. And I gotta try to not. The trick here is gonna be to not melt this, not melt the camera. I should probably take this off and do it off the quad, but. Yeah, what fucking fun is that? Let's see what kind of damage I can do here on the stream. Let's see. So I like to do it in little short bursts. That seems to do a decent job keeping it from just fully going up in flames. It will like full blown catch fire on you. So just be a little careful. Do little bursts. Apply the heat, remove the heat, and you're just like look at it, and you'll see it melt, and then you'll kind of see it melting back together, and then you're good. And that's pretty much it. And now TPU does take some time to cool, so just be patient, keep a little bit of pressure on it. Again, not too much pressure because you can absolutely warp the shit out of this thing. When you start putting heat into that spot, the heat is going to spread around. So yeah, you can really ruin the mount if you push too hard at this point. But once this cools down, this mount will be arguably better than new. You know what I mean? Because like. Like we're really melting. I mean, we're doing exactly what the 3D printer is doing, right? We're getting it hot and pushing it together. So yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Is it as strong? I feel like it's just as strong, if not stronger. And that's really it. There you have it. That's fixed. That's one of the reasons that I don't have a 3D printer, because every single piece of TPU that I've ever bought, I still have, because I've just fixed them over and over and over again. So it's like, you know, how much money would the 3D printer really save me when I've only actually spent like a couple $100 on TPU? And I really like BMC 3D's designs. Like on for the Glide, the mount options on Thingiverse are nowhere near as good as Brent's design. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm I paid for the design. He printed it for me for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel bad about that. I don't feel bad about paying for really good designs. Brent's the thing that I like most about Brent's designs is his Brent being BMC 3D. His front-loading session mount here has these little flaps, 2 flaps on either side, and then on the top and the bottom, he's got extra material. It's hard to see because the top is all fucking jacked up, but you can see it on the bottom. See how he adds a little bit of extra material here? Right? So between that, and that, the extra protection that you get on the front of your Session 5 is phenomenal. In comparison to most front-loading TPU mounts that don't have those flaps, and the Session sits here. No matter what, on a front-load mount, like either one of these, you have to run a battery strap around it. Absolutely essential. If you don't run a battery strap around this with the set to hold the whole thing together and to hold the Session in, not only will the Session fire out the front, but the mount will rip. The way that you have to print a front load mount is it basically puts the layers in this orientation, and that's not the strongest orientation. Ideally, you want the layers to be going like this across the front. But yeah, the extra protection that you get on the Session is unbelievable. Like I can Session 5s last a long time, and like with this setup, and I'm really convinced that it's because of the mount more than anything. All right, so we're gonna see how these motors did with the first round of abuse. I need a battery that was dealt out today. So the left front took the most abuse. The right front took a little bit of abuse, and then I don't really know about the rear motors. So we're gonna fire up Betaflight, and we're gonna come down to the motors tab. We've got the props off so we can understand the risks and not die. So the first thing I'm gonna check for okay, so the first thing I always check for is to spin all 4 motors up and see if there's any really bad like harmonic nonsense going on. That sounded pretty good. This is the real test, is firing up each individual motor. So motor 1 should be nice and clean. It should be one of the quietest. 2 should be a little bit louder. 3 should be quiet again. And then 4 should be a lot louder, just by the amount of abuse they took. So listen. Well, that was unexpected. Apparently, motor 1 took some abuse. Here's motor 3. Nice and quiet. Motor 4. Not bad. So I have to be a little bit careful in here. I just realized the motors tab does not scale the RPM from the PID tab. So if I go to 100% on these motors, these are 2400 kV motors, and I have a 6S battery plugged in. So the easiest solution is to plug a 4S battery in. Which I'm going to do just to... reason being is that at around All right, so you see these. Wait, no, that's not it. That's not the one. This is the one. Nope, that's not the one. This is the one. So you see this value down here? This 1,000 all the way up to 2,000 value. When you get this value around the 1,300s, that's where the majority of the vibrations start to happen. And it was kind of annoying just now to. I was trying to like do the math in my head. But yeah, it's actually dangerous. You don't want to spin a 26 a huge KV motor on 6S could be nuts. But yeah, just plug a fucking 4S battery in. You could even plug a micro 4S battery in. It doesn't matter. And yeah, problem solved. So that was so Motor 1 was a fucking mess. Motor 1 must have really taken some abuse. Let me show you guys another way that you can literally see the sometimes you can actually see the vibrations. And that motor sounded bad enough where I have a feeling we might actually be able to see the damn thing moving. So I put the camera back down. I'm all about this removable camera thing now. All right, so that's motor 1. Keep an eye on the motor shaft. I think it sounds like it's bent enough that you might be able to see the vibrations. I am manually focusing because Logitech sucks a big bag of dicks. All right, check this out. Nah, I can't quite see it. Nah, you can't see it. Always keep an eye on how hot they. Sometimes they get really hot. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I can't quite see it, but you can hear it, right? I assume that you guys can hear the difference between each one of them. I can also feel it on the desk surface. So let me run these up one more time. To be honest, you only really need to run them up to like 13 or 1400. That's where all hell breaks loose. Above that, they all smooth out. So, oh God. That's what they should sound like. That's what a brand new motor sounds like. Wow. Motor 1 got the shit beat out of it, but I didn't break a single propeller on Motor 1. Wow. That's pretty good vibration. That's yeah. All right, so we're going to go to the last battery that I flew, and we're going to look for jello. So that's it. Hey, that's how to test motors. That is a really important test that you should be doing like once a month, if not more. For me, I like to do that test every couple times I fly. Whatever rigs I brought with me, when I come home, I will just really quickly hook them up, throw a battery on. Maybe I have a battery that I only flew down halfway because I crashed 7,000 times or something. It's a good way to take a little bit more juice out of that battery. Use the same battery for to do that test with a bunch of rigs, you know what I mean? Yeah, that will, knowing the health of your motors, which is really what you're checking, knowing the health of your motors will save you from chasing down 1,000,001 other problems that are 7,000 times harder and more expensive to figure out. The amount or lack thereof vibrations of your motors is a really big deal, arguably the biggest of deals. Okay, chat blew up. Let me get caught up. OB Squad says, how do you mount your VTX antenna on your Glide? I don't have a good... I use this TPU from a Rotorius frame from many, many years ago that's no longer available. I've not been able to find... T-Bird is actually working on a mount. I don't have a good mount. I don't have a good answer for you because I use these old pieces of TPU from forever ago. Yeah, sorry. I don't have a great... If you guys have a good piece of TPU for the back of a Glide to hold the UFL antenna, let me know, because I need it. Although, actually, come to think of it, I did use a more standard piece on this one. Let me show you this one. So this is actually an antenna holder, a TPU 45-degree angle antenna holder. It's meant for forever tubes. But what I did is I ran the UFL through it. I did a shrink wrap, and I took a little piece of a cut zip tie, and I put the piece of the cut zip tie in between the UFL and the shrink wrap, and that gave it enough thickness where it works in this forever tube 45-degree angle TPU bastard. See it in there? I don't like this as much as the old TPU things that I've got from Rotorius from forever ago, which look like this. Actually, come to think of it, this is the one from BQE. So BQE currently sells these. It's a very similar design to, this is for their Ripsqueak. So yeah, this is actually the BQE Ripsqueak TPU. And this is really, I really like this one. So I guess, yeah, you could get in touch with BQE and say, hey, I need some of those UFL TPU bastards that Ciotti says are the shit. Definitely drop my name because I love that guy. Yeah. If you want, next step for me is going to be to lighten this thing up, chop this off. Do it right now so I don't forget. But yeah, this is what I dig. This setup is 10 full grams lighter than having an SMA setup. You know, a UFL to SMA, and then a piece of TPU to hold that SMA, and then an SMA antenna. This little UFL direct to the VTX setup with a little piece of TPU will save you 10 whole grams. And then you'll go digital, and well, I guess we can do the same thing on digital, right? I'll let you know soon enough. Maybe. We'll see. License to Drive says, how many times do you think you can repair it before it gets too skewed? And you say, screw it, I'm buying another one. I've easily repaired that particular one a dozen times. I've never had to throw one away. Even when they get a little bit fucked up, I've always been able to like get it really hot and just kind of pull it back to shape. TPU is really cool stuff when you start hitting it with a torch. Or hey, you can also do that with a lighter. It just takes longer. I like the torch because it hits that spot and it like kind of like penetrates into the TPU, and it really the lighter also makes it get like super black and it looks disgusting. But if you're out in the field and your TPU stuff rips, put a lighter in your bag and you can absolutely fix them out in the field. Sacramento in the house. What's up, Sac14 Save? Sav, rather. Boost and JBM, wave the flame across it like painting a car. Yeah, I didn't want to do that because of the camera. I was very nervous to wave the flame to the left because the camera lens was there. I usually don't turn it off and on that often. I usually do exactly what Boost and JDM is saying and just do like little swipes like you're spray painting it almost. But yeah, camera, lens. Go-Kart Mozart says, if you have a spool of TPU handy, you can hand feed more TPU in like welding rod. That's true. I don't have a 3D printer, so I don't have any of the spools. But what I do is I have a couple, like one of each color TPU prints that I don't really have a use for. Like this is a This is a standoff. This is a XT30 holder that goes around the standoff. I'm never going to use that. So I cut little pieces of it when I need extra when I need extra TPU. Yeah, you can add, like, you can do that same thing. If for some reason like a chunk of the TPU broke off and it was missing, I would just cut a little piece off here, put it on top, and just hammer it with the lighter, and it would just blow and just melts right in. You know what I do that? I do that on the arm end skids. Do I have one that I've fixed? Yeah, like when the arm end skids get worn away, I fly as low to the ground as often as I can, so I scrape these up a lot. See how like scraped away that is? I will, well, fuck, I'll do it right now. Since we're talking about it, so again, you got to think about gravity. I want gravity to be like on my side here. So I'm just going to chop a big chunk of this. And somebody, hey, somebody time code this if you don't mind. Look at me remembering. Are you shitting me? All right, right? So I got that. I perilously balanced it there. And now I'm just going to melt it right on in. See, wanting to catch fire, you got to just kind of, after you do it a couple times, you'll get the hang of it. And when it catches fire, you just blow it out. Oh God, oh God. Don't let it drip. Hey, also, speaking of it dripping, don't let it drip on your skin. I'm very, like, for real, don't let it drip on your skin. I'll show you why in a second. Look at that. And now we've got our beefed up skid. That's what happens when it drips on your skin. That happened like, and I have another spot on my fucking foot. It's happened to me twice now. When it drips on your skin, it's hot enough to completely melt like the top few layers of your skin. And then the really fun thing is that when you go to wipe it off, it's TPU, so it's sticky as hell. So it takes your, it's horrifying. It takes your skin with it, and it hurts like fucking hell. It's all bad. It's like having napalm on you. It's which, you know, happens to me a lot. So I have a lot of experience with that. Yeah. I swear to God, don't let it drip on your skin. It is disgusting. And it hurts like shit. Big Tater says, do you know why all of the goddamn 6S batteries are all sold out when I'm finally trying to get off my lazy ass and do something? The only 6S batteries that you need, my favorite 6S battery, I should say, which is the Tattoo 6S version 1 1050 kV, just came back in stock like yesterday at Tattoo's web shop. I don't know. So just go to Google and type in Tattoo if you're interested in a 174 gram battery that sags less than all of the other sub 1300 mAh 6S batteries. Hey, I tested the Dvornik 6S 1000 mAh battery today, and it was terrible. It sags exactly like when I was on 4S. I actually said at the end of the one battery review, wow, this is taking me back to my 4S days. Yeah, no good. The Dvornik 1000 mAh 6S batteries are no good. Yes, they're cheap, but if it's going to fly like 4S, the only reason to go to 6S is for the extra efficiency and runtime and lack of sag. And those batteries fell on their face in all three of those respects. So, Alec with another timestamp. Look at this guy. Shout out to FPV Exchange. We're going to put that in. Repair to crack go. Man, look at this guy. I'm going to be paying Alec Dvornik $5 a video soon. Test after crash. Here we go. And then I just have to go over here real quick. Yeah, this is the move, man. This is like actually doable for me to just grab these, drop them in here. Boom. Boom. Poop. So much so that Alec is getting a shout out in the video description. There it is. All right. We're going to get the chat caught up, and then we're going to wrap it up here. Abraham says, we just need to do that with all the motors and chart the data against subjective notchiness. Yeah. Oh, God. One of the reasons why I've chosen to go with the streaming format rather than the edited video format is that I'm a crazy person. The end. That's it. I won't be able to sleep at night if like people are mad at me in the comments, basically, because my brain is broken. But I know that about myself, so I adjust things in my life. But yeah, and the notchiness video is a perfect example of that. Like, ever since the minute that video went up, I've been so nervous of being wrong or leading people down the wrong path or just generally looking like an asshole in a space where with an edited video I feel like I kind of can't defend myself or at least like explain my side of it. So like if I put a video up that's dead ass wrong or I just don't I just don't talk about something all the way beginning to end, right? Because I'm doing an edited video and I need it to be short and quick. I hate that. Like I hate the idea that I might steer somebody down the wrong path and they buy a set of motors that's not right for them, right? So yeah, it's I don't know. I don't remember why we were talking about that. It's getting late. It's getting late. Yeah, right. Abraham mentioned the notchiness thing. So yeah, that's just a window into. I know a lot of people commented on that edit and were like, "Dude, holy shit, make more like this." There's that element. The other element is that edit, that like little 5-minute or whatever the hell it was video, that's got like probably 8 to 10 hours of work in it. Versus I can come on here and stream for 2 hours and fully hash out, you know what I mean? Like beginning to end. So I don't know. Pandemic Pilot says, change the lighting to alter shutter speed. No clue what we were talking about at the time. Sorry. Tag me again and give me some context. This is the problem with me being way behind on chat. I don't know. Ed K said, hopes my back is doing better. It is good to go, Ed K. Thank you for the kind thoughts. Random FPV says, have you built Little Stellar Fox Glide yet? She asked me to just put it on hold a little bit, so we're just waiting. Remy Tim says, pro tip I just found, take 2 identical batteries, one at 3.5 per cell, one at 4.2 per cell. Use the full battery to power the charger and set the other battery to storage, and both batteries will go to 3.85. I never did the math to realize that 3.85 is right in the middle. That is a life hack if I ever heard one. Good one, Daniel. Go-Kart Mozart says, I think my next build will be a 7-inch, so $29 for Source 1 7-inch or $67 for Glide 7-inch. Gotta buy it in parts. It depends on the thickness of the Source 1 7-inch arms. If the Source 1 7-inch arms are 6 millimeters thick, I would actually say Source 1 7-inch, believe it or not. Because the 7-inch glide arms are... oh, wait, no. I don't know... Yeah, I don't know. I have not gotten to feel... I was thinking about the 6-inch glide arms. Yeah, I actually don't know. I don't know if the 7-inch glide arms are strong or not. What I will say is that if you go with the glide, you're going to have more options for dead catting the front arms, which not on 7-inch though. If you bring that thing down to 5.5-inch, you're going to have an option for dead cat front arms. That's kind of cool because you can go down to like 20 or 10 or 0 degree GoPro Hero up tilt and have no props in view. Basically, the glide frame is more adaptable and changeable. But it's more than twice as much, so I don't know. Hot plastic is napalm. Go-Kart Mozart says, literally. Double A says, you've been watching me build. We'll drop a pic in Facebook. I don't have Ciotti Discord. Cool. What are you building? Double A? Pandemic says, some people like that sort of thing in the venture. No, hot candle wax is totally different. License to drive, not that I would know, actually. Learned last year that keeping your TPU filament dry. I've heard that. It's so important to keep it dry. Look at these micro cam mount prints from the same filament. I guess it was printed before filament was dried. Oh, Haku's got a... Oh, wow. Jesus. That's disgusting. Wow, what a difference. BeepTube says, Ciotti taking big TPU rips. Remy Tim says, looks like second-degree burn. I don't know anything about burns, so maybe it was. It hurt like fuck. Rick Spada says, sorry, haven't been in chat much tonight. Upgrading my BQE 2-inch tonight, watching and listening to the stream. Alex says, timestamp 220 TPU repair, adding some spare material. Alec is single-handedly making this stream viewable by the masses. Thank you for that, Alec. Very, very cool of you. Kaimakala says, have you tried the Apex Racing Lipos? I haven't. I just saw them like an hour before the stream for the first time ever on Pyrodren's website. I literally didn't know they existed before that. Pandemic Pod says, always wrap it. Good personality and funny as shit. If I could talk as much as you constantly for hours on end, I do live. Ed K says, top of the head, best 20x20 flight controller and ESC combo. For a 5-inch rig, it's going to be the Acon AK32 ESC 30x30 and the Acon F7 20x20 or 30x30 flight controller. I run Glide, so I run a 20x20 flight controller up front. Why is it on that? But the Acon 30x30 is awesome as well. If you're talking about a micro, I actually prefer the Talon F7 flight controller, and I'm sort of up in the air on ESCs for micros right now. But the iFlight has a 35 amp 20x20 that's 2 to 6S that has been working totally fine, and it's really cheap. So yeah. Oh, Pandemic Pilot says it'll show the vibration, helps with stroboscopic effect. Good thinking. Look at that. We're good to go. Random FPV says, you're an asshole, but you're our asshole. Perfect note to end the stream. Hey, let's look at the last battery real quick to make sure there's not a bunch of jello from whatever the hell happened to that right rear motor. Oh, shitters. That's not what I wanted. Go away, VLC. You're not going to play the file right. Brian Ladmiral says, his 7-inch Source 1 flies better than his 7-inch Glide. Dunzo. What the hell? Why did that? Why? Oh my god. I literally have no idea. I am so dumb with computers sometimes. I used to be so smart with computers like in the 90s and the early 2000s, and then go figure, I didn't pay any attention to them for a long time, and now I can't use them worth a shit anymore. It's almost like you have to do things over and over and over again to get good at them. It's very weird. Let's see. Nah, it's good. Look at that. Good to go. Woo! That one was, I remember that one. I was like, ooh. Woo! God, that was close. Yeah, man. Newbie drone flow 2306.5. I'm down. I'm down. I'm not going to run them personally because they're a little bit too heavy for me because I have impossible standards. But God damn, what a deal. What a deal those motors are. Very, very impressive. Go out and get you some. You're never going to find, other than like on clearance, you're never going to find a titanium shaft motor for as cheap as the flows are. I think that'll do it. We watched the footage of them. I gave you my fair warning that, like, I haven't, well, let's see. Okay. Let me see something. Let me see if I got any, if I put any marks into the bells. One of the biggest tests of durability is if you've begun to leave, scuff marks on the bell. Yeah. So this right rear motor, motor 1, that was making a little bit more noise, but not enough noise to make jello, has hit something. The bell has directly contacted something. And for the most part, once the motor bell hits something solid, like if it survives, that's pretty shocking. So yeah, that's a really good sign that there is a mark in this one motor. The rest of these were perfectly smooth though. So yeah, I mean, they seem pretty good. Once I've hit one hard enough to break it, I'll know a little bit more. But that's pretty impressive. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for hanging. Go get you some Flow 2306.5s. Don't worry about the fact that they're 2400 kV. You just scale them down. You'll be good to go. My name's Aaron Ciotti. If you'd like to support me, you're just going to go to CiottiFPV.com, and there's a million ways to do it. Patreon, Etsy, Fiverr, affiliate links. I'll see you over there. Goodbye! Here's some flying and some random music. Should pick one that you haven't seen. How about this one? How about this one? Enjoy. Testing out the newbie drone Flow here. 150. Sound.